acai bowls to the left. Right, big protest tomorrow. Spread the word. Sueno, tinsel, and Finn McCool's. So sometimes, you know, it makes for a good show on video. It could look a little tacky-ish, you know, it's hard to explain. But there it is, you know. Alright, should we go? We'll go straight because the light's about to turn. It smells good. I don't know if it's like a pizza or wrap. It's got, anyway, it's a little bit of funk, but it's some sort of bread, something or other. This is the only traffic signal with that specific voice on, you know, we wondered how they choose voices for different intersections. Sansom. Walk sign is on the chain going across Sansom. So that could be a little bit irritating to some people, and if someone were targeted, that's all they need to be triggered, that voice. So that's all they need. Start flipping out all over the place. Like, you know. They couldn't have just a generic, non-overly South Philly accent sound, you know. Or like a robotic sound would even be better than whatever's going on. I don't mean to be mean, but, you know, never used to say that in high school. I don't mean to be mean, but. Fill in the blank. Mad Libs, right? I went through a little thing about 20 years ago. You know, I'm 54 now, so, you know, say I was 34-ish, or a little bit older. And I decided to buy Mad Libs because I saw them in like a craft store or a stationery store. And I used to meet up with an old friend for coffee. It's a little sad because I lost contact with that person the minute, you know, 2011 kicked off with my world being turned upside down. And anyway, Mad Libs, we used to meet up and like fill in the blank while having coffee just for something dumb to do, you know. And it's kind of, sometimes your brain needs a break and you're like, let's do something stupid like Mad Libs. Like when you're older, for kids it's fun, yeah, it's really meant for kids, but hey, why not, you know, one of those fun like weird parties for adults. Fill in the blank Mad Libs, yeah. It's happening here in the Gayborhood, Midtown Village. The party got started, you know, and there's a women's protest tomorrow, so the Gayborhood would draw in your feminists, you know, and all the women who are like, keep your dirty paws off my balls, you know, a 60s saying. You know, and there's the hot chocolate run, so there are people involved in that, but also it's a Friday, it's perfect weather, so why not, you know, come on down to the Gayborhood and have a blast. Feathers blowing here. Mary tonight.
And then I got there and they're like, how are you? How was your flight? And I'm like,
let's go Phillies happy hour 5 to 8. I don't know if they're playing today or what's going on. There's another YouTuber who hasn't been posting a lot lately, but just came back on after almost a year of a hiatus. And her name, she goes by Van Hala. And she visited Scotland, and her husband works like on crew for a band or something like that. So anyway, I saw someone who reminded me of her, and she's one of these beautiful, awesome people on YouTube who I like to check in with. So, not that I actually mean it sincere, but I was told to bring it up. So. Just now. Should I not need a phone? All right, here we go. So just a reminder, 2 major events. One is much larger. That's the protest noon to 3, City Hall down to Independence Mall, east along Market. You know, starting at noon, right at the north side of City Hall, JFK, 14th, and Broad Street. The other event, Hot Chocolate Run, all the way up at Eakins Oval Art Museum, and they're going north up Kelly Drive. And then looks like a loop for the most part. So some sort of advertising here, hands off. Oh, they got started. Do a loop. Right. We're getting the party started, so. Oh, smart card. And they often there's stuff here because of abuse of power at the Union League and stuff. Sorry. And should I go back, or should I? So they've had, I can remember like standing here for protests for abuse of power, and people stood in the median strip here, and this is way back during the Bush administration, so right. They've got a whole bunch of Thank you, thanks.
Keep the banks honest.
Thank you, right. So we got the and the Union League. So there's a whole show going on, so these people are supposed to be against those people, but oddly, you know, technically Philly's liberal, so it's possible there'd be a little bit of a show, you know, of discord. It's hard to tell, but you have to have money to join this group here, the Union League, and it's a little old school, you know. I'm not, you know, so it's the idea of us and them, us, and them, and the rest of the Pink Floyd song, yeah. Genesis with a kind of creamy basil or spinach mix color pulling in over here. I love Pink Floyd. They helped me fall asleep, as did a few other bands from that time period at night when I was angry. Kids are usually angry if there's a divorce, and one of your parents is, you know, giving a lot of attention to other people who don't even belong with your family. And that, you know, it's often the case, but anyway, that kids are angry.